Hi there, it's your friendly neighborhood egg that doesn't wear a hat. I wanted to start making an actual game instead of all this. And my favorite type of game to make is roguelikes. So, I'm gonna make a roguelike. When I started making this game, I began by creating the map because of course I did. There goes all of my design philosophy. When I say make, I mean that I extended a map that I already built for a different game. It's not stealing, it's repurposing. I also recolored it later in development. Anyway, moving on to actual mechanics, the game loop would function as so. You spawn in, kill all the enemies until the waves are over, you buy some stuff from the shop, rinse and repeat. Speaking of, let's make a gun. So the gun okay, that's a wave system. Sorry, I'm looking through the files and I can't seem to find any recording of you making that system. What's that? You didn't record it? Honestly. Well, at least we can finally move on to the weapon. And you didn't record it again. That's fine. I'll just talk over gameplay. Laggy gameplay. Even though I made it second, I feel like it will be more cohesive to the visuals to talk about the gun. The gun's stats are pulled from a table of attributes that can be easily changed from an outside script. The only issue is, if I'm not using a tool, which I'm not, it needs to be a local script, which is fine for visuals, but it needs a way to sync with the actual server that it's on. Now we've done that, you can take out your gun and create a pretty convincing effect. Just don't tell anyone that the bullet actually comes from your face. It's our secret. By the way, from this point on, ignore the fact that all the enemies have no animation. I fix it later. So the spawning system spawns in from a table of, at the moment, 5 enemies. More on them later. It uses a weight system, which means as it goes on, weaker enemies will be less and less common, and stronger enemies will be more common. Don't ask me how it works. I went into a coma, and when I woke up, this script was done. So I guess I can tick that off my list. This list's stupid. It spawns the enemies over a period of 60 seconds to keep all the enemies from spawning at once. Like, wow, it looks like it's time to start a new wave. I kinda also stole the enemy multiplier from Cookie Clicker, but you also have no evidence. So, let's talk enemies. We have 5 different enemies to choose from in the folder. Let's go through them. We have the green boy, your bog standard normal enemy. He does barely any damage and is easy to kill. Next, the cyan boy. He's big, has more health and does way more damage. Third of all, purple boy. They shoot bullets from where they spawn, doing damage to anything it comes in contact with. Penultimately, the yellow boy. They have a lot of health. And finally, orange. He's like if you strapped a machine gun to a cowboy. Oh wait, no! Well, this is very overwhelming. So let's add a currency to buy some upgrades to make it more manageable. I call these fragments. Fragments are the in-game currency that can get you upgrades from this cool shop. Look at that opening animation. Wow. The upgrades pick from 3 different upgrades I implemented: damage, clip size, and multi-shot.
And then Eglet made the decision to not save his work.
So I had to redo the entire upgrade system. Nice animation though. Animation? This is where I added animations. Before it kept on creating errors for trying to spawn in an animation I hadn't created yet. So I just used the default falling one. But then I went through the process of painstakingly replacing each and every one with a unique animation. Which is what I wrote before I actually replaced the animations. No, I just copied over a bunch of animations. But yeah, here they are. I would be amiss if, as a music composer, I didn't write any music for my game, so I created 2 tracks. Both of these are in the description. They use elements of Roblox sounds, so just chef's kiss. I just want to make it hell for myself editing, so here's a montage of my favourite moment from one of the songs. The other has been playing in the background before. Enjoy! Wasn't that nice? I don't know. I'm writing this in a script. I hope it is. And the game is not in the description. As much as I'd like to upload this, it's not a finished product, and I want to take this project more seriously. If this video gets 20 likes, I'll make a part 2. How about that? Otherwise, bye! Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. This is my first ever scripted video on this channel, and my friend George Animates created this little avatar for me so I could talk when I'm overlaying some visuals on the screen. Go check out his channel right now, do it. There's a link in the description, and there should be an image of his face coming up very soon. Thank you for watching.